Sir, my next question is actually this is the question from many of us students that optional subject decides your rank.
Mhm.
So, is medical science an suitable optional subject for us medical students, or what should be an optional subject? Because many BMS, BHMS, or physiotherapy students give the exam. So,
Mhm.
what do you suggest?
Yeah, good question. Uh, I think optional and interviews, personality test. These are the most unfair things that is happening right now in UPSC. It absolutely doesn't give you a level playing field. It's such a disadvantage because there are different things you're writing and you're being assessed by different people on different parameters. So it doesn't bring any parity. So personality test and optionals, I think, are unfair. And medical science as an optional, to put it in one single sentence, don't take it, guys. Don't take medical optional. I can't make it any simpler. ठीक है, मेडिकल साइंस लेना मत. अगर लिया हुआ है, इफ यू आर ऑलरेडी सफरिंग, आई एम देयर टू हेल्प यू, नो डाउट. बट अगर सोच रहे हो अभी, तो मत लो मेडिकल साइंस. बिकॉज माय फ्रेंड्स यूज्ड टू कंप्लेन कि यार ऑप्शनल बहुत बड़ा है, 3 किताबें पढ़नी पड़ रही है एक ऑप्शनल के लिए. दिस इज सो अनफेयर. एंड आई वाज लाइक, 3 किताबें तो मेरी सिर्फ एनाटॉमी की है. तो यू कैन यू अंडरस्टैंड द प्रोपोर्शन.
Yes.
तो पूरी यूपीएससी की पढ़ाई एक तरफ है और अपना मेडिकल साइंस एक तरफ है. आई थिंक आई हैव डिवोटेड नॉट लेस देन 60-70% ऑफ द टाइम फॉर जस्ट medical science optional. And you can imagine there's history, geography, economics, polity, art and culture, environment, ethics. There are so many things to be studied. You're doing it for the first time and तुम्हारा टेंशन वो नहीं है, वो कर लेंगे. सबसे बड़ा टेंशन है ऑप्शनल, because your well wishers, your seniors tell you that जब तक ऑप्शनल नहीं होता कोई फायदा ही नहीं है करके, तेरा रैंक ही नहीं आएगा. So then you go back to your optional, which is medical science, and you start studying all these subjects. अब I'll tell you कि dilemma क्या होता है, what medical students face. They have no clue about UPSC when they start preparing. They have to decide an optional. कम से कम एक तो ऐसी चीज हो जो जान पहचान की हो. तो जान पहचान का क्या है? मेडिकल साइंस. इट डजेंट मैटर वो कितना बड़ा मॉन्स्टर है, बट फिर भी बिकॉज वी जस्ट नो अबाउट इट, बिकॉज वी थिंक दैट वी हैव स्टडीड इट फॉर सो मेनी ईयर्स, वी थिंक तो यार कि यार चलो कुछ ना कुछ लिख देंगे. बट वी शुड रियलाइज दैट कुछ ना कुछ लिख के कुछ ना कुछ ही मार्क्स मिलते हैं, राइट? एंड दैट इज नॉट व्हाट वी आर टारगेटिंग. हमारे कॉम्पिटिटर्स, पीपल आस्किंग व्हाट वाज योर ऑप्शनल. भाई मेरा ऑप्शनल मेडिकल साइंस ही था. डोंट थिंक कि इसने तो मेडिकल साइंस लेके क्रैक कर लिया, अभी हमें बोल रहा है कि मत लो. इट्स द सेम थिंग कि मेरा फोटो क्लास पे देख के लोग बोलते हैं कि इसने तो क्लास लगा के क्रैक कर दिया, अब हमें बोल रहा है कि क्लास मत लगाओ. So you should learn from my mistakes ना. So that's why I'm telling कि medical science में it gets very complicated. The amount of time you spend in studying for medical optional, you would easily study something else, some other optional. You would be able to revise it, and that might also help you in the other general studies paper. So your time is being utilized for multiple papers, right? That's not true with medical science. And if you see medical science optional, if you study the optional itself, the paper is not like your university exams. They pose case studies, they pose questions, they give you scenarios, and then you have to diagnose and then treat a patient. So if your diagnosis is wrong in the first place, you have lost the entire, you have lost all 10-15 marks. So that's why it's not easy also. Okay, it's not that कुछ पढ़ा होगा, कुछ याद आ जाएगा, कुछ लिख देंगे. You are not going to score marks in that. I remember medical science is the last paper, when you're taking the mains. It's it's a long process, and the last papers are medical science. I was literally so exhausted by then that I had, no energy no energy to study for medical science. And I think it was probably the most difficult day of my life, studying for medical science, that day for UPSC. And the study itself is difficult. The paper is so lengthy. It's, I don't know, again, किसने ये syllabus बनाया, कौन ये papers बना रहा है. We should all have a get together with these people. यूपीएससी में कौन ये बना रहा है, क्योंकि आई थिंक उनको क्लू ही नहीं है कि लिखना कितना होता है और उन 3 घंटों में, उस लिमिटेड टाइम में इतना लिखा जाएगा क्या। आई डोंट नो, अनरीजनेबल एक्सपेक्टेशंस हैं लोगों के, but it's unfair to us. We end up losing. I think I got 50 marks less, and I think the difference between me and rank 1, or me and the last rank, or the person who couldn't get into the rank list, is about 50 marks. So you're understanding how much it matters. So it's very unfair. You have lost those marks. Instead, so what's the solution? Instead, I think you could think of subjects like anthropology or the psychology, which are related. You could be able to grasp it faster. These are better optionals, less syllabus, lesser number of books, and you can grasp it faster. Go for these optionals, cover these optionals as fast as you can, and then you're done with it.